From the farmers and ranchers of Farm Bureau, this is Farm Weekend. Vice President of Public Policy for the American Farm Bureau Federation, Sam Kiefer, shares details about the announcement from USDA about a new initiative that focuses on agriculture as a key component of protecting national security. Chad Smith has the story.
Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins announced a new initiative from USDA that focuses on agriculture as a key component of protecting national security. Sam Kiefer, Vice President of Public Policy for the American Farm Bureau Federation, says the plan covers a wide swath of issues.
Well, it's a 7-part plan for addressing agriculture security, and it includes limiting ownership of American farmland by adversaries of the United States. Also involves enhancing supply chain resilience and safeguarding both plant and animal health. Perhaps most importantly, the Agriculture Secretary has been added to the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States.
Kiefer says it's logical that the Secretary of Agriculture has a seat on the committee, also known as CFIUS.
They investigate and consider and approve or disapprove any U.S. business merging with or being acquired by foreign investors. So it only makes sense that the Secretary of the United States Department of Agriculture also serve in that capacity. This is a positive step towards managing who contributes to our food supply chain.
Kiefer says it's important to keep this issue in perspective, as only about 3% of all privately held U.S. agriculture land is foreign-owned.
We understand and appreciate the need to protect the sensitive aspects of the American food system, and it's important to remember that food security is indeed national security. And we want to ensure that any steps by USDA or by the Trump administration protect American agriculture while also preserving the freedom and abilities of farmers to develop, to invest, and to sell their land depending on their unique circumstances.
For more information, go to fb.org. Chad Smith, Washington.
Hope to see you this summer. More on that when Farm Weekend returns.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, just as you do ride-alongs to inspect your fields and cattle, make sure you do the same for your mental well-being. Take time to check in with yourself and your neighbors. And if you find yourself in a crisis, remember, there's immediate help available at 988. Mental health is just as vital as the health of your farm. Let's prioritize it together. This message brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau and Kansas Farmers Union.
Kansas Farm Bureau is hosting a summer listening tour across the state for members to gather, receive an update on the organization's strategic plan, and provide their input to President Joe Newland, Vice President Glenn Brunko, and district directors. Members are encouraged to join us for a meal and fellowship at one of the tour stops. To learn more and to register, go to www.kfb.org. KFB remains committed to supporting farmers, ranchers, and other rural residents facing stress through resources available at kfb.org/Rural Minds Matter. Building on last year's success, KFB is again recognizing outstanding mental health advocates with the Rural Minds Matter Advocate of the Year Award and Young Advocate of the Year Awards. Learn more and apply or nominate our next honorees by July 18th by going to kfb.org. Next, Insight with Greg Deering.
Frustrated with your current healthcare coverage? Kansans are saving up to 60% a month with Kansas Farm Bureau health plans. Choose from individual and family plans, short-term coverage, or dental and vision plans. It's quality coverage you can afford. Learn more and get a free quote by visiting kfbhealthplans.com or visiting a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent near you.
Now, Insight with Greg Deering.
If there's one constant in nature, it's this. Every living thing is either looking for food or trying not to become food. That's especially true in agriculture, where farmers and ranchers constantly battle threats like weeds, fungus, and predators. One of the greatest victories in that fight came in 1966 when the U.S. eradicated the New World screwworm, a deadly fly larva that burrows into livestock. It was a breakthrough that saved billions of dollars. But today, screwworms are making a slow return from Central America. While they haven't reached the U.S. yet, threat is real. Ranchers know vigilance matters. I remember growing up, we'd start working cattle before sunrise, watching for signs of illness. Anything out of the ordinary, like a limp or dull eyes, would lead to further investigation. That same care continues today because in agriculture, protecting animals means protecting our food and staying one step ahead of what's trying to eat it.
Join us next weekend for another edition of Farm Weekend from Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture.